Yo, check me out, I'm Elder B. Doing a test stream for DayZ to YouTube only. Server we were playing on, let's see, 2 sessions ago at this point. We did a Twitch only stream last night just to check that. So 2 sessions ago is full, so we're on Deadfall. Streamers have been playing it recently, so it's been pretty busy, but this one's pretty empty. Pull up my old map on the side here so we can keep going. The evening was Perfect Peach. Not planning on really accomplishing anything or doing much, just wanted to really see what the stream quality looks like. So we'll make sure to just run around a little bit, maybe play, what time we got? And play for about an hour or so, and then get into it. My voice is a little off tonight, as you can tell, but I'll still try and blab at you, see if we can get going here. That's enough for me for now. Let's play DayZ, Deadfall. I don't know. Start your playthrough with some beer. I don't know this spawn. I'm not super familiar with the spawns here, but I definitely don't recognize the starting on the rocks spawn. We'll take a look. Okay, that's net logistics, if I remember right. Yeah, that way. Well, farmhouse, there's a player right there, that's funny. So there's obviously a couple spawn points over here. He's going there, there's not really any need to do that. Let's run up to the road here and see what's close. My guess, with net logistics that way, where's that radio station? I would take a stab that we're close to Huron, but we'll see what's up over here. Stream seems pretty decent. I don't know if the video quality is that great, so I'll have to take a look at that, but we're slowly ironing out, or maybe getting close to ironing out, what the issue is with multi-streaming. It might be a connection thing, I'm not sure. This seems a lot smoother than Twitch did last night, so we'll see. We'll keep playing a little bit, get into some more frame-intensive bits, I suppose, and then see what it looks like. Of course, he ducks at the last second. Kind of sounds like he cut me there, the cut noise. Alright. That dude just kind of like ran past this, so there's the chance that they're, well, I will take your extra bandage. I don't know why you you went with no bandage. Yeah, okay, somebody's been here quite recently. Was there something on top of there? No, okay. Take any little bips and bops that we can. And jeans, that's what I'm wearing. Okay, so the crop hiking pants. There we go. This is potentially going to have some stuff then. Let's get rid of this. Nobody ever wants that. I say that, and then I'm going to want it when it's super dark out. I didn't even see the beanie, so that's good. Alright, so maybe some stuff. Yeah, there we go. 2 knives. There might be some goods here. We'll do a little check. That runner scared me. I thought it was a human. Oh, okay. I thought it was a better helmet, not just this helmet, but we'll take it. Jacket too? A pristine jacket. My intents for, you know, not being a great start, is there? Well, there is. This turned out to be not too shabby. The only other thing, no way. Okay. Potentially a good start then. We checked those two, yeah? We didn't check this one? I don't think so. That's one of the things. It's either hit or miss, I feel like, on Deadfall. There's either a ton of food or there's no food. And there's like no in between. What we got there? Police jumper. I will take your battery. Need that for a head torch later. Cotton shirt. Is this one I can do? I can. Fantastic. Take all the goods. Oh, that's funny. I'm all excited about it. It's the exact same shirt. That's okay. It's a better color. Let's move this up. We got a good amount of storage already for being not even leaving the intro area, the spawn area. Okay, so we got the barn, then we'll do the store, and then we'll figure out where we're at. I'm pretty sure. Come on, what is this? I have to live now. Let's go get some bolts made up. Yeah, I don't have any. As janky as a crossbow with wooden bolts are, I do enjoy it. There we go. Get a couple here. Usually wouldn't do this with the knife, but it's a little more expedient and we've got a backup. Yeah, we'll just make all these into bolts before we go drink at the well and then move on. So at least the crossbow's something. Can at least defend ourselves. Kind of an interesting area to just go at it here in the middle of this field, but anybody that's going to come up is probably just going to be punching anyway, so not that that's a guaranteed win in the fight. I'm not overly concerned about it, especially because we just started, so who cares? You lose stuff, you lose stuff. That's the game. That's really funny. I don't know what the... okay, I just didn't click it again. I don't know what the button is. I just realized... if my hotkey, what's that say? Tuscarora, okay. If my hotkey for mute does something else. Oh, and you missed. Everybody likes fighting two zombies at once. Okay, I didn't even swing at this guy, so that was just kind of lucky. Let's do a little better at this from now on, huh? I wouldn't mind taking that sickle. Leather leggings. 20? 20? Worn, medium. Nah, okay. This looks like it's in bad shape. We'll take it just because we have the room for it, though. Might do some zombie fighting with that rather than the knife if it comes to it. Oh, it's over there. I see buttstock. Okay. Does it take what I've got? It does take what I've got. What is happening? This is a pretty fantastic start. I'd like you to put it in there, please. Best in the world? No. But pristine gun. Crossbow. This is where somebody... What? This is where somebody shows up from needing water on their journey, so they've come back to the spawn areas, and I just get absolutely blasted. Okay, that antenna I think is radio station. I don't know why I thought that was net logistics. Isn't net logistics? No, that's like the silos. Okay. I'm not sure which... That would be eerie if that were the case. We might be at that. If there's a... Yeah, if there's a hunting stand kind of to the left on the road out of here, then we'll know. We'll just bypass it, though. I'll just head to Algonquin, if that's the case. I've not been looking at the screen for several seconds, so we're very fortunate that we're still alive. There's something funny going on with the stream, but it seems to be functioning properly, so I'll roll with that. I think what's ultimately going to happen, I was talking about this last night on YouTube, I think what's ultimately going to happen is I will just stream to YouTube for DayZ, unfortunately. Unless I play with it and something else is going on with it, but I don't know, you know, I don't feel like I'm going to monkey with a bunch of settings or anything like that, so it might just be as is. Okay, so if I'm heading down the road and Tuscarora is in front of me, but so is radio station. And this is going to turn to the right. And then a road off to the left. Okay, yeah. So we're going to take this to the left and get a little crazy. And if we run into the lake, that's fine too. But we're just going to head into Algonquin and bypass Tuscarora altogether. We know that dude that we saw spawn in with us, he obviously knew where he was going. He's heading that way anyway. So let's avoid that nonsense. I do kind of want to check that farmhouse, but... well, now I'm definitely going to, because there's a deer down here. We can bring a deer's worth of steaks to Algonquin. It's a big leg up. Don't get quiet when I start heading your way. That might be further than I think. I don't know if that was a leg there or what that was. I think it was just a tree. Yeah. Alright, well we might as well go down here now in hopes that the deer makes himself known again. There we go. Okay. Is it a pig? Animal noises or not. I feel like I need a spin and say. Where are these going? I was gonna say, please don't take it away. It's a bummer when it you headshot him and it breaks off or whatever it, you know, it does. Our big deer friend got quiet. There we go. Is it a boar? I think it's a boar. Okay, at least we found it. Do a quick peek in here. And go dispatch our dinner. I thought the mirror was something. That's not very promising. That's very people-y. Okay. Yeah, that's about in here, but that's fine. We weren't even going to come this way. And it's interesting that my starting area, well, we'll take that just in case. It's kind of a strange spot for it. Starting area was picked clean, but here's stuff in here. Or vice versa, rather. Okay. I really doubt we're going to pull off two. This guy looks like... there's three of them here. I hate when there's flies. Maybe we can get position and like attempt a two-shot, a one-shotter here, but I don't see that happening. Yeah, let's just kind of move this way. I highly doubt it, but you never know. Spawn area shooting a BK is probably not the best idea, but like I said, if we can get this good amount of steaks, we'll be in good shape. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's kind of a bummer, but we knew it was potential. Let's, I always do that. I always do that backwards. Let's get some rope going. Might as well make 2 while we're here. I'm pretty sure I'm facing the way we were gonna go. Hopefully I didn't mess that up. Alright, let's go. Can't tie a belt on the move, you gotta stop. Makes me feel very incapable. Belt, belt, belt. Where is your belt? There you go. I suppose if I'm going to Algonquin, that's usually where I get into the majority of fights on this side of the river on this map, so if I'm heading in there, I probably should just have the gun out. There's a fox. I don't really need it, but you know what? More meat is more meat. We'll see if we can crossbow it. This is probably not going to be successful, but it's worth a shot. Literally. Really? Or you just roll around and being cute right before the inevitable. Alright, this is probably as close as I can press my luck here. People like running right towards me. Oh man, if I could... Yeah, okay, that figures. If you would have taken an extra second, that probably would have worked, but... I'm already running out of bolts. All my frivolous bolt shots. How far? Oh, he's over there. One more try here. Now he's staring me in the face. Makes you feel guilty about it. Okay, that's enough of that. I hesitated. I could have knifed him, but that's alright. At this point, he's free to go. He's earned his freedom. He's quite shouty. Alright, I better make more bolts too. What are we down to? None? Is this the rocks we started on? I don't think so. Kind of gone crazy directions. Yeah, let's do one long stick here. Per usual, we'll do everything in the middle of the open. It's kind of funny because the goal is not to progress on this run, and it's already like a significantly good run. Bolts. Okay, let's not forget that the hands are dirty. I totally forgot until just now. So we'll probably need to go head down to the lake before we head into Algonquin. It's probably a good idea. Keep bringing the crossbow out. Oh, jeez. Okay. Or accidentally find yourself next to West Training Camp. Alright, so I came from that way to West Training Camp, so I didn't go nearly far enough left. So if I came from that way, then going this way... I mean, we're here. People rush this, though, immediately. That's fine. I mean, again, the point was to test the stream. Test successful. We're either going to find nothing, or we'll run into somebody and see how our shots are today. We got 3 shots in the BK. Got some crossbow bolts. Yeah, we'll see what happens. This is probably empty, though. Server's not full, but it does have folks in it, so. I would really like his vest. Hopefully I didn't just mess it up. There we go. Yes, I did. I usually don't ever take that, but pretty sure it's better than the Enduro anyway. I see shinies and I shot at shinies. Not the best strategy. Alright. I usually do a little bit more peeking into an area than I just did, but we're here now. I'm very much expecting no loot, dead zombies. Because where we've seen the zombies so far is not really indicative one way or another. Potentially somebody get eyes on us too as we're sloppily traversing. Let's see, containers here. I don't know where that's coming from. That coat is trash. Jesus, scared me. Let's do a fresh one here, and then we'll go grab that one. Okay. It's not in the best of shape, though. At least I look properly psychotic with my blood-soaked meat hands. Give me that. I definitely didn't want to go in here first, but yeah, this is all going to be as empty can be. Jeans. The pieces of garbage always get me. I don't like to tab loot. I feel like that's a, not that this is a big thing for me, but in this game it is. A very large immersion breaker. Field jacket's pretty good. 45. We got the Nautic though, so it's not the best color, but hopefully people... Oh look, tree leaves. Okay, so there wasn't nothing, so you never know. Let's head across to the barracks. Uh-oh. Can I get away? Although I don't really want him running around aggroed either. Although expecting nobody in this area is kind of silly, so if somebody's coming, you know, they're expecting to see us for sure. Okay, another mag. Hopefully he comes in here. That worked well. Don't need camo net. Once again, I should have the BK out, but I suppose I could just panic hit fire a bolt out if I really needed to, if somebody was in this building. But he aggroed right to me, so I'm thinking it's pretty quiet. The server's not full. I don't know if I mentioned that. Ooh, patrol pants. Yeah. Nah, that's kind of a bummer. If they were in better shape, I would have taken them. Just for the color's sake, but... Yeah, it's doing a little bit of stuttering, but this server's not the best ping for me either, so that might be a little bit of it. Seems a lot more stable than last night on Twitch. Is that more jeans? Yeah, so this was just kind of a constant spot for the new spawns to come on over. 24, what's this jacket? 20. I don't mind trading that out. Oh, it's for my shirt. Can I wear my jacket over it? No. Never mind. I do like having the over jacket. That is nice for storage. I already checked that one. We haven't gone here. Beanie. I think that's kind of it, isn't it? There is... Yeah, there's... We went... I think we went to Quonset already, didn't we? This is the other thing that I'm obviously not keeping track of right now. Did you already go in here? I don't think I did, though. Yeah, maybe it's like a server connection thing, because it's been pretty smooth even just for me until just now. Care about a flare. Okay. What did we get? Random mag and some ammo. Yeah, I think we have been over here, haven't we? I also haven't been checking outside very well. Yeah, I think I considered taking that field jacket. Was it this one? This one's pristine. Can I do this? No, it still wants my shirt. Everybody wants my shirt. That shows how aware I am of the clothing order. Okay. Do we try this one more time? I think I did that backwards. And of course that's gone into oblivion. Somebody's gonna totally get me through the door here. Can I wear that as coat? That is definitely a coat. Fine. I give up. I should probably grab rags for all these clothes that I keep leaving, but somebody else will be able to enjoy that. Alright, okay, we're rode out of West Training Camp. We want to go exactly the opposite, so we'll go this way. Yeah, for how many people have obviously come through, I'm very surprised, and this is when we'll get the response to that. Very surprised we didn't run into anybody. Let's get on out of here. I think what we'll do... What we got for time? Yeah, we'll hit Algonquin. We'll attempt to loot the town. I still need to head down to the river. Or the lake, rather. We're still a ways away from it. Head down to Algonquin, loot the town, and then probably jump into a bush. I don't think I'll cook today. Although that'll be an exciting start of a stream. Log in and cook right away. That should be the burned out area. I think. I feel like that's too far off to my left though. Not 100% sure. I swear I saw somebody moving right there. I think it was just trees rendering in. Nothing like looking way far away across from you while you walk through an open field. Okay, with all that close attempts, I did okay, I was about to say. I do still have all my stuff, right? And I do. 55645, that's the rounds for our BK. It's SG5, right? Yeah, 919. I'll end up just taking the rounds out of that when we get a second. Hope for a Glock with a silencer or something along those lines. Now I should be heading west-ish. And at some point I should at least be able to see the lake that Algonquin sits on. Not quite yet. I should be kind of out of anywhere where people are gonna frequent. I don't, Please don't tell me I did. I didn't run exactly. I don't think I did, but that I didn't run exactly back the way I came. Because there were 3 boar. I mean, it seems very unlikely that there's just 2 wandering boar. I mean, the map made sense to me to work it out the way I did, so. And I might just be going further left. No, we're good. There's the little dock. Yeah, Algonquin should be to the right. Am I making that up? No, I would have passed Tuscarora if not, so. I wonder if I've gone too far left. Yeah, I have. It's a little burned out spot. The little burned out buildings and such should be over here. Not these, but the ones on the other side of town. I've either found absolutely nothing, and not because it was looted, but there just wasn't anything. Or like blazes and stuff. So I don't know if there's anything on this west side of town. There we go. I was gonna say I haven't even laid eyes on them yet. So that means just to my left there. Algonquin's up the hill. These are like rays from heaven on these buildings. They're so bright. Yeah, I've never been to this set of buildings. I'll still look for treasures real quick. Honestly, what I'd like now, since I have food, I have a gun, not a good gun, but I'd like to find a bottle sooner than later. Really? Okay. Cool gymnastics and stuff, but well, the door's right here, dummy. That would have been faster anyway. Yeah, a bottle would be huge. Obviously, I'll always take a canteen, but any flavor of bottle will do just fine. I think mainly when stuff spawns, it's in the upstairs bits in these, I think. I think it can be anywhere. Like I said, I've been in these buildings before and there's just nothing. Which kind of seems like is going on right now. Okay. We will check, we'll check this one. And then we'll just head on to the town. The town's usually pretty fruitful. Now here's where I will tab search, since it's kind of junky and you can't really see what's going on. What do we got? Oh, CR. That takes the same runs as this, doesn't it? It does indeed. Not that the BK's bad, but see you later. No mag, but it's kind of like having the same. I feel like CR's better though, for sure. Okay, a little sody. Sody action. This will keep my food up until we can cook next round. The old drinking from the sealed can trick. Very incognito. Alright, well. It's not a bottle, but we'll take it. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Hit the town, 35 minutes. Decent enough to check the validity of the stream anyway. Like I said, it looks okay. I think the quality might be a little low. I'll check that out and see if I can tweak that a little bit. But afterwards, there was a good start there. Afterwards, I'll do one more multi-streaming test tomorrow, the next day maybe, and then kind of make a decision from there. Should be smacking into the road if I went further right into town. Should be that way. The tree was very reflective. Thought it was like an animal laying there. Have I gone too far left? I must have. Yeah, I think that's I'm just looking at the lake down the hill there. I love the, there we go. Okay, I'm a lot further off than I thought. I love the difference in sides in Deadfall. If I get too much clothes on, I'm getting hot on this side, but I don't have nearly enough warm clothing for the other side. Oh yeah, I need to wash my hands still. So let's take a shot at heading down to the water here. That tree looked like a structure to me. A little bit of a risk, but I'm pretty sure there's a decent amount of cover. Plus, we're quite a ways from the town still. Oh, can I get down to the water here? Maybe not. Yeah, okay. We can. Yeah, it was a lot further north than I thought I was. We'll see what's what as we get closer. Get some reeds here, and then I'll just cut around the lake. There's not a lot of vantage point to look down in the lake, unless you're making a point to from the town there. Realize I'm still wearing the same cruddy boots too. There we go. Get these hands clean. It's a little risky coming in this way. Ton of zombies too. What do we got for our bolts? 5 bolts. Let's get this up here so we know we're going to ditch those 2 things. I don't even have a bandage in the hotbar. Interesting strategy. Perfect time to do this, right? Right out in the open. The normal. Yeah, I'm wondering. Nah, we'll go through it. We'll go through it. We got a good amount of time. Just debating whether to just jump in the bush now, but I'm just gonna be strolling in right into town, right on the road. The number of zombies though makes it very telling whether or not you've got somebody in town or not. Because if it's super empty, you're like, oh, okay. Somebody's here for sure. Usually people trap a lot of them in one of the buildings because the buildings aren't that great overall. Because just a quick look. Okay, I got one going into the hunting store, I think. One there. I think somebody's here. No, okay, he's still waddling around. Look aggroed at all? No. Okay. I'm still touch wary. That's right, we got the tankers. It was a very dumb move to be out here instead of working our way through, but it's alright, we'll see what happens. Okay. That doesn't mean we have got to get rid of the shotgun though, because this is yeah, ridiculously large. So it's kind of a bummer, but I wouldn't be upset about having the shotgun. Why are we doing this? There we go. Swap those. No rounds though, huh? No. Okay. So shotgun shells are a desired thing. That kind of makes me sad, but if we can find some shells, we'll have range and distance after we get scoped up. So that's not a bad spot to be sitting in. Yeah, this way. I didn't remember this wasn't up on the same level there. Might have to be careful around this corner, yeah. Let's bring him in this house. If he locks onto us here. I might just go across to the hunting store side. It's probably not. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's not smart to have this dude not come in the house here. Leave the same giveaways that we had. I forgot we had the sickle. That's why I put things in number 1 and then I forget about them. Okay, let's get back to a little more defense mode. The rocks are always a big spot too. A couple down here. Oh, I got somebody there. This might be okay. I think I might just make a run for the store. Got no chimneys, which is good. Let's get in here. Come on in. Compass there. That was not the time you wanted to stutter. Got a bag also. Shouldn't have been swinging with that. What condition? Of course, badly damaged. Better than not though, so we'll grab that for now. Does this go there? It does, right? Does not, but it's fine. Then we can get the compass action going. Okay. Hiking pants. What kind of rounds? 308. That's big. I probably shouldn't take this front door. Yeah, there's too many there. See if I can swing around back. So I saw him, but there was another one over there, wasn't there? I'm not a fan of the deer potentially attracting would-be hunters. Let's go up on the rocks and go around. Maybe get a little better of an idea of what's going on up here too. There's trap zombies or anything of the like. This well is tough also, so this is another spot. This is why I wanted the bottle before I got in here. So I'm just roll up to the well, being extremely vulnerable. It's a good thing, good way to check the window, right? Just go up to it and stand in front of it and wander around. A little bit of sun right there. Looked like it was like an EpiPen or a shotgun shell or something. Yeah, we'll keep going along the backside here. Keep the doors to the street closed. Looks like it's about to get stormy too. A little better for camouflage. I mean, the sodies are coming through today. I don't know how I feel about in town yet. I don't know if I'm getting a feeling of safety or exactly the opposite. It seems a lot quieter than it's ever been. I feel like there's always a ton more zombies in town there. And the well is right there at the bottom of the stairs. I think I'll clear the whole town first. Those deer are bumming me out though. For sure. I haven't heard any shots though, so that is something. That's something to keep in mind. There's potentially nobody kind of on this side. You know, everybody might have already crossed over. Pretty sure this is a European server, so most folks are, you know, probably nearing the end, if not at the end of their playthrough. Food is good. 919. I don't usually loot on this side though. I kind of want to go up top of that. This is real dumb, especially with the rocks, but usually do the other side first. Yeah, nothing. Okay. Really like to eat that brisket spread rather than donate it. But if we go along this way, there's another compass. Don't want anybody finding their way. This is how you get shot. Spending time throwing a compass into over the cliff. What we got? Capri pants. Too small. Not too small for my fat butt, but too small of storage. We'll just keep those closed. I think we're okay, but only having done half the town, there's obviously no way to know. You know, for all I know, there's a duo, trio over there getting ready to cook. They're like, this guy's over there looting all the houses, acting like there's nobody here. We're gonna be wet anyway, so no, don't get hung up on the picnic tables. Suit pants, rider jacket, both all messed up. Large star there. That would definitely be a loss of a fight. Makes you feel better about it though. At least it wasn't you. Oh, you can't close that one. Interesting. It's okay, just the sweet purple pants there. P1 mag, more 919. I think there's been pistols in these houses before. I think across the way. Like I say, I don't really recall looting this side very often, if at all. It's like that looks like a car radio. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, let's see. Nearing the end, there's the brick building at the end here. Got some goods here that's out in the open. Now, is that a rangefinder? That's big. What is this? No way. I didn't even know scope spawned over here. Alright. Let's get over here. Don't get shot now. We'll do brick. got some zombies out front. That's good. Pipe. Gloves. Perfect. I kind of don't want to cook here. I kind of want to just move on a town, really, but this side's been pretty good. I mean, it's not like amazing treasures, but... Oh, that guy's got a vest. Okay, we need to make some moves here. Crap, there's one there too. Oh shit. I was about to say, come on, Raincoat. Okay, well, we're definitely not cooking here now. We're gonna take that just in case that's our only light source for the tunnels. That is obviously not ideal. Can you please aggro, but leave the other one alone? I was about to say, come on. What are you doing? Pristine, that's big. Okay. We got that over the coat and the shirt, right? Yes, awesome. Alright, we had at least some chest protection. Let's not get murdered in the last seconds here. Okay, there's all our friends that we were talking about. Yeah, that's what I thought. I just had to say it, didn't I? Oh, there's usually so many more zombies in this. Do you have a battery? The other one's pristine, so it doesn't matter. Okay, I'm gonna be kind of silly and get some num-nums here. Because we're kind of pushing our luck at this point, but I'm gonna get wet anyway. We don't have amazing stuff, so I'm not like, you know, I'm not gonna be overly upset if we lose our goods. We'll see what happens. I would like to stop fighting zombies, though. I want as many as possible to be in the streets. Obviously, if they go in brick, you'll see right away that I have dispatched some, but... Alright, let's get in here. Oh yeah, it's only the front door. And then we'll start doing those buildings. I'm half tempted to log in one of the buildings. I never like to do that, but that might be the move as I yell over the rain here. See, it worries me the most when there's nothing in a place like this. That's when I'm like, did somebody just come through here? You know, they're doing the opposite of what I'm doing. They're on this side. Can I get top without zombies? I think so. The rain is definitely going to help with that. Not many, though. A couple on that side. None here. We'll do exactly the opposite approach. Yeah, there's food here though, so that's usually a very good sign. Take the pechka. I don't want to get too greedy and go all the way through. There's a good stopping point anyway, since server is going to restart in 30. Deagle mag. Swear I heard. Maybe it was like my game stuttering, but it sounded very much like a single or maybe two footsteps. That seems very unlikely.
Probably should be shutting the back door too. Just in case somebody comes from behind there. So not to get too picky, but that bottle has not been found. And then maybe a CR mag. That probably would be... I would be very grateful for that. What we got? Peaches, okay. Never mad at canned food. I kind of keep just looking at these boxes and not the fact that there might be a dude behind the door. And this is the cliffside too, so anytime you're in a building, if you're not kind of keeping an eye out at that, it's potentially dangerous. A couple of really good spots on the cliffs where you can be hiding out. You can't be seen from down here or above. Yeah, I think we'll forgo cooking this side. I do need to get across though. I do need to get topped up on water, because there's not really a stopping spot between here and across. I mean, there is, but I don't intend to stop at it. I didn't really see that. I was looking at something that wasn't there, with the the texture sticking through the ground there. So I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did stop for that. Good check. Good 360 check there with your back to the potential person. Very dapper folks in Algonquin, or at least previous dapper folks. You know what I think part of the problem is? I'm gonna lay down real quick, right in view of this window. Fix part of the problem here. Yeah, I honestly think part of my issue, not all of it, but part of it might be that my mouse keeps thinking it's going over the streaming software bit. Let's see if that kind of stuttery mouse appearance bit happens again. Yeah, I feel like upstairs is always a better loot acquisition than downstairs is. Yeah, I think this is usually a decent spot to cook in. Yeah, it's a little stove, but what do you got, sweater? Nothing I want. I could, that's what we'll do. We'll keep going down to the end. Hopefully find a bottle. Boots. Badly damaged? Crap. Is that a handgun scope? I'm gonna take it, just in case. You never know when you come across a longhorn with no scope on it. We need a bottle, and then we'll go on the east side of town to those ruins. We'll check those next session, and then cook on that side in those houses. Nobody really pays attention to that. Like I said, there's either rifles or nothing, so I don't know if people even really risk taking a look. Let's see, we've reached the end of town. I think I'm just going to have to risk drinking out of the fountain, and then hopefully acquiring, some means of not purifying, but at least collecting water, and then maybe multivitamins. I'm not a fan of that, but that might be what we have to do. Alright, let's peek out this way. See what the fountain looks like. At least those zombies haven't been doing anything. The fountain is just on the other side of this. Peek over the edge precariously. Okay, we got like one wandering around. Oh, okay. There's more than one now. Let's go down over here. Probably cross the street. Hopefully we can make this happen without too much nonsense. What's our situation look like here? Yeah, that's the move. Just don't get that one. Yeah, this is usually what it looks like. Midtown and both sides of town. Yeah, there's one here also. Might have to just aggro her and bring her up. See if we can pull this off. She might notice us. The other she. We obviously can't let her hang out though. I know I wasn't aiming high enough, but I was really hoping to kind of finish that one up. Okay, she's got a bag too. We're gonna be really silly about this. Oh, give me that. I want it. I want it. Give me that. 25 bag. What's our bag? 20. You're gonna die over a bag. Put the bag on. Why aren't you putting the bag on? This is definitely gonna kill us. Oh, it jumped out of my inventory because I accidentally hit tab and it scared me so bad. I was like, what just happened? Alright, let's do this and get out of here. This is pretty dumb. We'll see what happens. That's what's gonna happen. I mean, all the cans are pretty worth it, honestly, so. I swear I heard a footstep to my right. So whether it's reality or paranoia, let's bail out. Don't worry, Mr. Chili Man. We'll get you cooking and warmed up next time. Oh, somewhere over here is not just a death drop. There we go. Solid. No bottle, which that's kind of a bummer. Really? You're not? You're just not gonna do that one, huh? Okay. Good job. Yeah, solid run though. Got the CR. A bunch of canned food, which is really, really good. Food is very scarce on the other side. We're often eating wolf meat than anything else. There's a couple more animals, but yeah, there's our burnt buildings up there. We'll head to. Jump in a bush right outside, and then call it night. Really good start. I'm actually really, really surprised that we managed to pull quite the goods that we did, realistically. Make sure we got no looky-loos there. And this is kind of a way we'll cook up, eat up, and then dry out, obviously. There's the church. And then probably next session we'll hit that little military camp. It's kind of a starter camp, so that's pretty dangerous. We could go for some more ammo though, for sure. So actually, this is a pretty good bush. Face ourselves in the next session's direction. And off we go. If you haven't checked this out later, thanks so much. I'm Elder B. Take care.